G'day guys, Gav from Drab Garage again. It's been a long time since we've made a video in the garage. A couple of reasons for that. Number one, it's been pretty bloody cold. We've just come out of winter and now it's suddenly summer. So we've gone from having mornings where it was like 0 degrees and it didn't get much hotter than, you know, maybe 15 or so during the day, and rain and wind, to now suddenly we've got 30-degree days and it's hot and sweaty, and I'm still a little bit sweaty. I just came home literally 15 minutes ago and I just had a hot shower, so I'm a bit hot and sweaty because I've been out in it all day, busting my butt, doing 12-hour days. That's another reason why I haven't done a lot of videos. Long days. Have a look at the bags under my eyes. Okay, I'm pretty tired. I'm not getting enough sleep, and I'm physically feeling it, especially at my age. I know a lot of you guys out there probably watching going, "Oh, what are you talking about? You're a young fella." Yeah, I'm young in age but old in body. I've had a pretty rough and tumble life, and I've got a lot of old injuries that are starting to make life hard, especially at work, because I have a very physically demanding job. So makes it hard to get the job done, and then in the day I'm just absolutely buggered. So when I get home, it's dark as it is outside now. I leave home when it's dark, I get home when it's dark. I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I leave at 3, and I'm getting back most afternoons around 4 or 5 o'clock, and yeah, struggling to get some decent sleep. Another reason I haven't put any videos out, as you might have seen in the last video, there's another little addition to the family, another little grease monkey. So we had a little boy 6 months ago. That was six months yesterday. So he's 6 months old, and he is a fat, chunky monkey. Super cute. He's got the best smile. Everybody loves him, and he's taken up a lot of our time at the moment. Obviously, my wife just went back to work yesterday, I think, or the day before. First day back after having a baby, and that was a rude shock for her. But luckily, where she works, she can take the baby, and everyone loves him, so he got lots of attention, so he's great. So yeah, so when I get home, she's basically like, "Great, you're home, here's the baby, take him, he's yours." So I get my cuddles, and that takes up a bit of my time too, so that's why I haven't been down here doing much. But what we have done, so the Jeep frames, seat frames, these are MB frames, I picked up from my mum's house in Sydney when I went down there for her funeral, and they were sort of sitting around for a while, so I got in there and cleaned them up. I'll show you what they look like. Give me 2 seconds. As you can see, I've got parts everywhere, like the Dodge. As you can see, it's starting to rust. Okay, it's been sitting around for years and years, waiting to get stuff done. So here are all our seat bits and bobs. Okay, so 2 weeks ago we went to the Military Jeep Club of Queensland swap meet at Laidley. That's in the last video. Go back and watch it, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, guys. It seems to be that 60-something%, 70% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribed. I need subscribers, so subscribe. I need people to watch the videos, because it helps me get my videos out there, and other people then know what my channel's about, and they can contact me and help me do what I need to do. I can help other guys do what they want to do. It helps out the community. We're all Jeep nuts, so you know, subscribe, like, share, talk about it, interact. You know, leave me some nice comments. Don't leave me shit comments, because if you do, you're going to get a reply back that's equally as shit. So yeah, leave me some nice constructive comments if you know how to help me out with something, you know how something goes together or doesn't go together or whatever. That'd be great. Anyway, but seat frame. So went to the swap meet, picked up a whole bunch of parts. As you can see, some of the parts here. So these are off that frame. So as you can see, it's F marked. Okay, spring hangers. Yeah, they're probably, you know, Farmer Joe, but they'll work. I'll make them work. I don't care, but they'll work. These are the threaded ones. Okay, I had to put new centers in, so as you can see, they're nice threads and centers. All right, so I've got 3. I thought I had a 4th one floating around for that frame, and yeah, a couple of them are F marked, a couple of them aren't. So whoever had that chassis before me many moons ago, obviously swapped them out as well, and they got MB and Ford stuff. But yeah, so what we picked up was the wood insert for the bumper bar, which is cool. So this one's for Ollie's Jeep, the one that's outside. I'll show you that frame in a bit, because I need to cut the gussets off the front, and I need to repair the front horns. I think they're pretty straight, but there's some rot in the bottom of one of them. You can see in the video what I'm talking about, but this will help me realign everything the way it's supposed to go, because on Orisa's Jeep, which is out the front, when I put this up against there, it matches on one side. It's just a little bit crimped. It's got to be sort of spread out so it sits over the other side. But on this side, it meets the bottom, but the top one is here somewhere and not here where that cutout's supposed to be. So I can't use that on her Jeep. So because what from memory, I think I did with hers is the gussets at the front were all buckled and bent and chopped because somebody put like a farm bar, and the farm bar is just right here. It's one of those iron bar type looking things that farmers use, you know, really heavy steel, like an I-beam type of thing, to knock down trees. And they damaged the gussets, but where they were riveted onto the frame was some pretty good nick. So I'm from memory, because I did this many years ago now. This is restoration of this Jeep. We're talking up to 10 years now, probably. I've had this frame for 10 years. Ollie's one I've had for 10 years. This one I've had now 5 years, maybe 6 years. And Terrace's frame, which is this one just over here, same thing. I've got both those frames up at Billawheeler a few years ago. Anyway, I digress. So this doesn't fit. So what I need to do is I'm going to try and find a piece of pine, because this is all this is. This isn't white oak, I don't believe. It doesn't look like it. I don't know. Looks like pine, feels like pine. Whatever. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But what I'll try and do is get a piece of wood that size and chop it up. Try and chop it to shape myself, or I don't know. I'll figure out something out. But it doesn't fit hers, and obviously you need to have one of these things, because if you tow the Jeep and you don't have the wood in the middle, what it will do is actually pull your horns in, pull the front of the rails in, and obviously buckle out your bar, because your bar is like that. It's hollow. As you can see, I picked up a nice Ford one for Ollie's Jeep, and for some odd reason this one doesn't really go in, so it needs a bit of finangling and fidangling this weekend. I think what it is just the edges here. Just got to clean up the edges here, give it a good sand down with the sander, and get the edge primer onto it. So that's cool. So I got that one. So I've got a bar there, but that's not a Ford Mark 1. I'm tossing up whether or not I'll get that onto Orisa's Jeep, or whether I'll get a new one like this. Does it really matter? I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, see what happens. So we've got that, And we've got the rear bar, which should also be forward marked. Yes. So this one also, if you can see, that's forward marked as well. This one's for Ollie's Jeep, okay, because as you can see on the back of his Jeep, he doesn't have one. I don't know where it went. God knows where it went. So we've got that. So we can fix that up. Now the other thing that I picked up was the cross member. So I picked up this cross member. I like this one because it seemed to have as less mess to clean up as a couple of the others that were on display. The ground in this stud seems to be not too bad. I'll give that a clean up, and we've got the bolts for the bash plate underneath, and the bolt for the rubber here. This is probably, I don't know, that rubber looks a little dodgy. I haven't had a good look at to see if there's an F mark on this one anywhere. I don't know, and I don't particularly care too much. I just want to get them built for the kids. My daughter goes to high school next year, and I bought the first part, which was the bumper bar, when she was about a year old. So I've got to get her ass in the gear. So anyway, so what I did is I had to pick up seat pans. Okay, so I've got new seat pans. That's the passenger seat, obviously. That's the seats that are for Terrace's Jeep, probably, because he'll be the next one to get done. Not Ollie's, it'll be Terrace's Jeep, which is for those frames, and they need repairs. The crossbars are rotted, so I've got to try and figure out how to fix those, sand these down, prime these, weld them on, and then we can paint it. His Jeep's going to be a navy Jeep, so it's going to be grey. The people I get my paint from, which is Protec Paints at Rockley in Queensland, they do the paint for the Australian Defence Force. They have said to me that they can make a custom paint that is that UV stabilised paint that we were using, and so yeah, I've got to clean Arissa's frame and get that crap off from the old shitty paint from Deluxe. They never want to take accountability for that. They never got back to me about it. So that's a long story. So yes, that paint's got to get done. So I'll show you what the rear original looked like. Was that. And I'm past that stage in life where I really feel like playing around with this. I'll obviously keep it. I may, at some stage, play around with it, weld it up, maybe replace these bits here. I don't know. See how we go with that. But as you can see, it's a vast improvement. Yeah. So we've got that. That's the back, the original back for the other seat. It also too has a little bit of rod in it. Okay, as you can see, but it's in much better condition. Okay, so that's cool. Arissa's seats, from memory, needed a new base for the driver's seat. I picked this one up also at the swap meet. I liked it because it's obviously painted, so it's just a matter of just giving it a sand down and primer and whatnot, and it's got the holes for welding into the frame, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Her original is floating around somewhere. It's much like that grey one. It's just rotted. It's gutted. This is the original base from that passenger seat. As you can see, it's Catholic. All right, but what I think I may do with this one is I'll use that as a template, and I'll make a new driver's seat out of this one. So I'll just cut the hole and welded up the little bits and bobs. It's a little thin here, so I may just cut that out, weld in a new strip. So we picked up seat bases, which is pretty cool. Happy with that. Let's move this heavy ass bar out of the way. Try not to hurt myself in the process. And we picked up a whole bunch of other stuff. And now I picked up stuff from 2 retailers on site there. Mill Spares and Marathon Spares. So Mill Spares is owned by Nigel. I bought a lot of parts from him and he knows me pretty well. He's a great retailer, has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of original stuff that he picks up at deceased estates and farm auctions and things like that. So if you're looking for original, give him a buzz at Mill Spares. Just Google it, you'll find it, and tell him what you're looking for. He'll help you out. They were pretty good. Like I needed to get they didn't have the bolts for the bumper bar, so they sent these out to me, and free postage, which is cool. I was happy with that. However, I think I was supposed to get 4, not 2, so I'm probably going to order 2 again anyway, because you know I'm a knucklehead. What else did we get? As you look at my big bold head, oh yeah, so I picked up the spacers. Okay, so I got 2 of those, and I picked up the, I've obviously got to get the plate for the rear bar. There's another spacer, and got the bolts for the windscreen surround, so I can get that done. As you can see, they're running around like crazy upstairs. Everyone's getting restless for dinner. There's a company here in the Gold Coast called Classic Glass. I'm going to take the frame to them and I'm going to get them to install the glass in it for me. A couple of reasons why. They can measure the glass to that frame as best as possible, rather than just getting a generic piece and finding out it doesn't fit that frame properly and it's been a pain in the ass to put in. They'll put it in. I won't be breaking glass. They can break glass and replace it, and it'll be under warranty, and it'll be done by somebody who knows what the heck they're doing, instead of a bloke in a garage who doesn't know what he's doing. So it's good to be able to get that, because then I can button that up when they do that. Everyone kept telling me don't use the old springs for the brakes, so I went and bought new springs for the brakes. All right, so calm down, Karen. So there's 4 of those. That's for Reese's Jeep. Oh, did I get 2 of them? What was that I just put up? Inner windscreen, top screws. I must have got 2. Oh, there you go. I got, yeah, 1 for each side, isn't it? 3 on each side. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. See what happens when you have a baby and you don't get enough sleep. You don't know what you're doing. So anyway, another spring and another plate. So there you go. Military vehicle spares. Check it out. Okay, that's Nigel. And the other bits and bobs. So the seat base, the painted one, the cross member, what else did I get? I got some other stuff from Marathon Spares. Now Marathon Spares used to be down in Tamworth, and it's now being bought by a gentleman by the name of Sandy. Forgive me because I can't remember his last name. I am very tired right now, as you can see. But Sandy recently bought that business and moved it from northern New South Wales to Yamanto in Queensland, which is just west of Brisbane. So it's kind of, you know where Amberley Air Force Base is. Yamanto's near Amberley, Ipswich, which is great. So now we've got 2 parts retailers in Queensland. So you've got Mill Spares, which is up on the other side of Brisbane, north side of Brisbane, and you've got Marathon Spares at Yamanto. So that's cool. So that's what I picked up at the swap meet, and pretty sure that's it. So that's all the bits and bobs. Now the inner frames for Ollie's Jeep. So if you've been checking out my Instagram, okay, Ollie's Drab Garage on Instagram, check it out, subscribe. That's where I put a lot of my stuff up because it's quite time consuming doing the videos. Hello, speak of the devil. There's Ollie, barefoot in Daddy's garage, huh?
Yeah.
You want to say hello to the world? Hello, world.
Hello, everybody. My name's Ollie.
Yes, and this is his frame. So you can see there's rod in it. Okay, I've done repairs. I'm doing rough repairs. Okay, as you can see, I'm not cleaning up the welds because that's on the inside. So this is the inner frame. I've still got a bit here I've got to do, as you can see. I've still got to fix that. There's little bits that have, oh, where was it? There was a crack here somewhere. Yeah, so there's like a crack here. So that's got to get fixed. Nice F mark, F stamp on that one. Got to run the threads. I've done that one. Did I do that one? Pretty sure I did that one. Run the threads on these fixed nuts. On here there's a fixed nut that's got to be welded. So this one, however, I'm not sure if you'll see it. Jump out of the way, Bob. I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you look down the frame, what do you notice at the back there? It's a little wonky donkey. You're a wonky donkey. Yeah?
Wonky tonky tong.
So somewhere here, I may have to cut it again. Here somewhere, I think. It's about here. So where this repair was done, I'm probably gonna have to cut a bit out, bend it back a little bit, and then weld it back in. So that's one. We out, Margaret. This is the other one. So this is the other one that needs repairs, as you can see. Okay, got rod like that, cracks in it, and that one there too. So, and it's still got the old rivets in it, so I've got to get that out, and repair it. I think this one was in pretty good nick. I don't know what that little triangle bit there is for, because there's nothing on the other side that indicates why that would be there. But as you can see, this one, without knocking you in the head, is pretty straight. Yeah. So that's what we've got up to.
6, 7.
All right, Mikey, go upstairs. Come on, get in the shower and wash your smelly butt.
Wait, I want to say something.
No.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do what he says. And get in the shower and wash yourself, stinky school kid. Dirty feet walking in my garage. Out. Bye. See ya. Say bye, world.
Bye, world.
Oh my gosh. So that's kind of where we are at with doing stuff. I'm just trying to think, what else have I done in all the time that you guys have not been around? Like I said, I've done the seat frames. I'll show you the. Oh my god, there's so much stuff I'm running into. So as you can see, they're really rough. Yeah, they're really rough, and it's full of crap. So I've got to drill a hole here somewhere and get all that crap out. As you can see, it's rough. Not really sure what I'm going to do with regards to that. Making a mess. Whether I'll just bodgy it up, well, cut some bits of sheet metal, which I don't really have here, but you know what I mean, a 16 gauge sheet metal, cut it, bend it, weld it in, spray the fish oil over there, spray the fish oil inside that frame, and hopefully to make it strong and not be an issue later on. And then they can get painted up. So that'll be the seats for Terrace's Jeep, which will be really cool. So I want to start getting things moving, and start getting results, start smashing things out instead of just cleaning, because that's all I seem to be doing is cleaning. And every time that I want to go and buy something, something happens. Like Terrace, again, when he was little, his two front teeth were broken off, and so he had to have prosthetic repairs done to his teeth. And what happened is, and the dentist told us this would happen, is that he would have his the nerves, the roots in his teeth would die. On one set of teeth, it was the right tooth that died. We had to go and get that fixed. That was a very frightful and obscene amount of money to me when I got handed the bill, and I was like, well, yeah, okay. And so now I just found out yesterday that his other tooth, the roots in that tooth have died. So he goes in in 2 weeks from tomorrow for stage 1 to get that tooth fixed, and then another couple of weeks, 2 weeks after that, he goes in for stage 2 to get the other one done. So that just killed the budget for buying tools and buying parts and getting things done. And yeah, so we get knocked down, but we get up again, as they say in the song, and we just keep swimming. In my case, I just keep cleaning. So yeah, so I buy a lot of wire wheels, and I do sandblasting, and I buy primer, lots of primer, and I just clean things. So I'm very sorry, guys, that it gets a little boring. This is not like the other Jeep channels where you see a guy pull a Jeep out of a barn somewhere and clean it up and buy a whole bunch of parts from Ron Fitzpatrick Jeep Parts or Peter DeBella in America in a weekend and give it a spray paint, and it comes out looking amazing. As you can see, my Jeeps all come like this. Yes, okay, they all come like that. They're all rusty, they're all rotten, they're all bent, cracked, broken, missing bits. That's how it is here in Australia. A lot of the good stuff went years ago, and what's left behind is the stuff that was just not good anymore. And it's worn out, and it's dodgy, and you know, just trying to find things like for example, these are the old brakes. Now obviously you can't use these, okay, they're garbage. But do you think you can find anybody in Australia that just sells this? Yep. Can drill those holes the correct way with the inserts and the rivets. Do you think I can find anybody in Australia that does that? No. I've been looking. No one does it. No one wants to do it. They all sit there and they say, well, we can buy this and we can get it from America and we'll bond it. I don't want it bonded. I want it riveted, because what's happened is all these shoes like that, okay, a lot of these shoes, I haven't really had to even fight with them, take them off. I've literally just pulled it with my hands and it's just come off, okay. Bonding is bad. I don't care what anybody says. Don't bond your bloody brakes, all right, because they come apart. Now, you may think you're going to probably wear them out, use them before you have a chance for that bonding to fail. That's great. You may not like the idea of having rivets because they wear out and they dig into the drum, and I've got to get the drum machine. You need to get your drums machined anyway. And then it gets to the point your drums are going to be oversized, so you're going to have to buy new drums anyway. So what does it matter? At least you know with the rivets the thing's not going to come off. Okay, get oversized pads so they're thicker. All right, and they'll last longer. You can get your older drums machined to the shape of that pad, and it will fit perfectly, so that all the pad gets used and not some of the pad. So just don't do bonding, all right? Because like I said, I've pulled so many of these things off old shoes. I have a whole box of shoes that need pads that were, I think 80% of them were bonded, and they literally just peeled off, right? The hard work ones were the rivets, okay? Having to cut the rivets out and pull the rivets off, and even then, you know, they're pretty hard to get out. So anyway, so I cannot find anybody locally that can do that. I cannot find anybody in Australia that wants to do that. Same as trying to find bearings. Bearings are hard to get. They're bloody expensive. Even if you get them from the Jeep parts supplier for the Jeep size bearings, that's cool, but they're expensive. They always are. Try and get bearings for the Dodge. I found one place that may or may not be able to get Timken bearings. They don't know until I bring them in and tell them what I want, and then they can check it out. So a lot of stuff I have to end up getting from overseas. And then you've got the issue of like, oh, we don't send to Australia, or we don't know what the rate will be. You do your card at the end and we'll tell you how much it will cost, and blah, 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 blah. So like I looked at Kaiser Willys, and I think it works out to be about $50 Australian for a set per axle. But then how much is it going to cost for freight? Is it going to be another $50 on top of that? So that's $100 for a set of those. And yet, why can't I find anybody here in Australia who can just do it? I'm sure I can just buy that stuff and someone could do it for me for half the price. It's just, so I got no hair, boys, because I'm pulling my hair out all the time. So anyway, that's where we're kind of at. Like I said, we're still cleaning up things. We're still working on things. We're still buying tools. I would love to get a plasma cutter so I can cut out the rivets on that Dodge, get it cleaned up. Like, I don't. Sorry guys, I'm killing the originality of these vehicles. But if you go, you'll see the video. I'll show you, right? You'll see when I pull the two frames, the inner and the outer apart, how much crap is inside these frames. And it's causing rot. That stuff absorbs water and it's causing rot, it's causing rust. When I pulled these parts off, so when I pull these parts off the Dodge frame, so these are your spring brackets, all right? In behind here, see how it's like a cone, like a little cup, was absolutely packed with rust, okay? So when these pulled off, I literally scraped all that out. It was packed hard, right? I thought it was dirt, but it was rust. And the frame on the inside is effed. So that needs to be fixed, all right? So this is what I'm saying. A lot of these frames, the rivets need to be cut out, need to be cleaned, repaired, and then they're going to be bolted back together. I don't have the ability to do hot rivets, so they're all going to be bolted back together. And later on, when my kids grow up and they're adults and they're playing around with stuff like that, if they want to do hot rivets, they can pull them apart and they can do it later on. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for sticking with me with this quick 33 minutes long. Oh, sorry, guys. Update video. I'll show you just after here Ollie's frame, so you can see the condition of his frame. And hopefully this weekend we can get in and start cleaning it up and doing some repairs in these rails. Get these bumper bars, rear bar, and bits and bobs back on so it's ready for paint. And because his one's got to be painted the same color as the Reese's Jeep, it's going to be green. But I see he's back again. He's one. Tell everybody what your Jeep's going to be.
Hello everybody, my Jeep's going to be a Follow Me Jeep.
Yes, Follow Me Jeep.
This is my brother Taras.
Yes.
The handsome Taras.
Yes. This is the expensive boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his is a Follow Me Jeep. And what's your Jeep going to be?
It's like that thing that goes around the beach and takes care of Omni. I don't know what it's called.
The US Navy.
Yeah, US Navy.
The United States Navy. So his is going to be a grey.
United States Navy.
That's it. So his is a grey.
That's it.
His is grey Jeep.
Mine's a grey Jeep.
And his is the
Black and yellow.
Yeah, the black and yellow.
Or blue and yellow.
Or blue and yellow.
Whatever
Whatever.
colour.
Yeah, you know the crosshatch design.
Mine's gonna be red and black or red and white.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, all right. So that's it for the video. It's 35 minutes long. I'll throw the other one in just after this. So sorry if it looks dodgy as. But you know, this is what you deal with when you're with all of us. We're all a bit crazy. We're all crazy, aren't we?
Yeah, we're crazy boy. Yeah.
All right, and then you're gonna have another one who's like this little, and he'll be here in a couple of years.
Yeah, his name's Artem.
Yeah, Artie, little man. All right, guys, gotta go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll try and get some more stuff out soon. The weather's heating up, obviously, and yeah. Sounds like when you fart. So that's a big truck going down the hill. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, all that junk.
Don't like, discover.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
Subscribe and
share.
ring the notification bell.
Oh, is there notifications? All right, then, whatever. Next time video comes up. All right.
Don't forget to comment.
Yes. All right.
Yes,
thanks, guys.
always comment.
See you later. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Will.
Bye, my G's. Bye.
All right. See ya. All right, guys. See, this is Ollie's frame, as you can see, and you'll see on the inside pieces. There's lots of bits that need fixing up on it. You know, it's pretty rough. And just in here, you can see here how it's just separated that. Well, that's because the other day I leant on it and this happened. So yeah, not happy with that. As you can see, it's probably a little bit thin here as well. So we're gonna have to do some work on that. This is the condition that the spring hangers are in. As you can see, not very good. So I've had to make up some new ones because I did have a couple of these spare. I don't know if you can see there, some spare ones of these. I think I've got to make another one. But yeah, so I've got new gussets. As you can see, this is all basically made up of pieces. As you can see, it's pretty thin. You know, there's some bits in there that need fixing up. So there's a lot of work to get done on this this frame. As you can see, the gussets have seen better days. So we'll be taking that out, cutting those out. As you can see, there's some rot there as well. So that's got to get done. There's a crack here in the frame, so that's got to get fixed up. I'm not sure what I'll do with this cross member. I may leave it in. I do have another one just over there. There's another one just there where I'm pointing. That's another one. So I can cut this one out if need be and put the other one in. I do have a cross member for the gearbox that's inside. I'll show you that. And I've got the rear bar and the front bar. But yeah, as you can see, it's really crusty, really rusty. You know, there's supposed to be holes in this where the bumper bar, the rear bar goes in, which I think the holes are supposed to be sort of here. So that might have to be chopped off and new one put on. As you can see, there's just bits of rot everywhere on it. So yeah.